All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inner Peace Sunday. Apologize for 1 hour delay because of my uh, our event, Songkran event at the temple in London where I stay. So I just rushed from our finished activity this afternoon. Well, the thing about that is I just testing out with the new aid technology. It's been a while. I guess I just learned. The thing is that right now I can do dual broadcast between Facebook and YouTube, but I'm unable to get the the link. But I will share after. But you can watch YouTube channel live broadcast at this moment as well. But if you watch it on Facebook, you also welcome. The thing is that is when I do live on Facebook, I can communicate with you. While on YouTube, I cannot yet. But either way, if I learn how to while doing both, maybe we can communicate each other through chat as well as exchanging while I'm doing live. But either way, today I bring some quite interesting topic. Have you ever thought about when you become happy, you also being suffer at the same time? Well, the topic for today is the greatest happiness brings the greatest despair. Are you agree with that? If you don't, why? Leave the comment then. Alright then. Well, how it's gonna be? While we are waiting for everyone before we start, please don't be shy. Leave us some comment telling us where you're from so we can get to know and remember each other. As for those who are regular, you know what to do. You can go ahead and leave the comment. Alright then. Well, we got some people who are watching it, but I'm unable to communicate because they're just watching. So I'm not sure if they watch or just, skimming through. But either way, thank you for watching at this moment. And happy Songkran, everyone. Okay? All right. Without further ado, allow me to just continue now. So that way, we don't have to waste too much time waiting for everyone else then. All right. The topic for today, allow me to remind that the greatest happiness brings the greatest despair. Are you agree with that? And if you do, why? All right then. Hello, Irene. I just saw that. Miss Irene, thanks for joining us from Alabama. All right. I hope it's not too late for you. Oh, wait. I think it's 9 a.m. Maybe just the right time to do the meditation, right? Everyone else? We got one Miss Chanakan or Mr. Chanakan. I'm not sure, but thanks for joining us. All right then. The greatest happiness brings the greatest despair. Before I get to that, allow me to refresh my memory with the story that I came across. It's quite interesting because being happy but also being despair at the same time. Why? Why make it interesting? So allow me to tell you one of the quite interesting story. It goes that here, a man who is cursed, wherever he feels the most happiness, something terrible will follow him. So instead of enjoying happiness, he become afraid of it. Afraid of happiness. Imagine, how could that be? Well, the story goes in that there was one time this young man. He was very poor, but he worked very hard every day to earn himself a living. Until one day he encountered a beggar. And this beggar haven't had food for 5 days. He was so hungry. So he asking the food from this young man. Please, sir, could you share me some food? I am starving. I have not eaten anything for more than 5 days. The young man was so angry at him. Why? Just asking for help. But he looking at the beggar. He's still having healthy life. He has hand and legs. He can do. So he said, why don't you go find work? You're healthy as you are. You still can work. But the man said, why should I work? Why I can beg for life? I have comfort life. When the man was so angry, then he come up with something. Then he said, all right, if you want food from me, how about you work in my place? When you finish my portion of work, I'll give you my lunch. How about that? But the beggar said, please, sir, I cannot do that. I don't have eaten anything yet. If I have eaten something, I can do the work for you. But the young man said, no. You do it first and I'll pay you. The beggar has no choice but to do as the young man asked. But while he was working, he had no strength left. He was so hungry until accident happened. The young man rushed to help him, but before that beggar passed away. He said, "You did this to me. Remember, when you feel the most happiness, I will come to you." The young man was so afraid, and he felt that he has been cursed. But at the time, he has not yet believed. So he just keep his life normal. But on the next day, everything he touched, everything he do, is accidentally become good luck. Like for example, he came across one of the lottery. When he scratched on it, he won lottery number one. He become a millionaire in an instant. And when he invest his money on something on stock market, it become expensive and gain a lot of profit right away. So within a few months, he become billionaire. He get everything he wants. A few years later, he marry a most beautiful woman. He get everything he want. He got a big house. But every moment when he feel happy, he afraid that with these such terrible, incredible lucky that he get, something could happen to him. So he watch himself not to be happy whenever he become lucky. So every moment that he feel lucky, he afraid that he gonna meet the ghost. Until one day he has a daughter. When his daughter turned 7 years old, at that one moment he thought that this is all he ever need. He's such a lucky man. The ghost come, show himself in front of the young man. The man was so afraid. Then the ghost said, "Now you are happiest. It is time for me to bring you to the greatest despair you ever experienced." But the young man said, "Wait a moment. It was an accident that you died, not because of me." Then the ghost said, "How about this? Let's play gamble. If you win by these 3 times gamble, I will let you go." Then the young man began to play this gamble. But then he cheated himself out for the second time. But for the third time, he lost. When he lost the gamble, the ghost take his life away. But the thing is, he didn't die. He didn't die. How? Well, it just play out that when he was super rich, he has one of the servants do the plastic surgery just like himself, and he changed his own face to become a servant instead. So they switch the role, switch the face, and that's how the ghost take away his servant life instead of him. And now, when this man who is become a servant survive big attack from the ghost, when he looking back, not only one ghost now, the ghost of the servant haunting him after. The ghost of servant told the man that when your daughter marry, when she become the happiest, I will come for your life. So when his daughter begin to get older, he keep reminding her and take away her happiness every moment. Whenever she gonna be happy, he stop her and keep reminding her that do not be happy, because if you be happy, I will die. So he keep telling her and try to making her suffer while he himself watching himself not to be happy, because while he watch her not to let her be happy. Imagine this. You can be happy and make your own daughter the love of your life unable to be happy neither. He keep doing that until she turned 20 years old and she about to get married. Well, how did he gonna do that? Well, the story has more than that. I just say just only in a whim. If you like to see it, maybe I'm not gonna spoil it though. But alright, but if you want to see what it's like, But I tell you, it's happy ending. But at least the thing is that at the moment, the story have this concept that at the moment of the greatest happiness one can ever experience, the deepest despair can arise at every moment. How could that be? One may not be agree, but the thing is, have you ever had something like this when you being happy, but you fear of losing it? If you do so, press like so I know that you understand what I say, because that moment is when you begin to fear of losing it. Despair can come to you. Thus, from this, if you look at closer of its concept, when we get something we love, we fear of losing it. Just like this man losing his life because he loved his life most. When life is going well, anxiety quietly appears because you're afraid of losing it. And when we feel joy, attachment grows. You don't want to lose it. The problem is not the happiness that you gain. It is how you attach to it, or is how you clinging on to it. And that's the problem. When such a problem like this happen, no matter what you do, what you experience, you could never be happy. When you could never be happy, how are you gonna be satisfied and be content with your life? Suffer follow ones everywhere when you experience like that, right? So therefore, just like to present you with some of the Buddhist teaching. Yes, I'm a Buddhist monk, so learn something, sharing something in my Buddhist perspective. Hopefully it's not hurt too much, right? So if you connect with the teaching of the Buddha, here's one other thing about anicca or impermanence. Impermanent is state that nothing can stay, so happiness certainly cannot last forever. Dukkha or unsatisfactoriness or suffering, it is said that what we cling on to will cause us stress or suffer. So if you attach yourself to something, it's always change. So that it causes one to suffer because cannot stay last forever. And upatana or attachment, when you hold on or attach to something, it creates fear. So that's when you are happiness and you are having happiness. It is like you holding water in your hand because it's gonna go slipping away in between of your fingers. So the tighter you grip onto the happiness, the faster it slip away. So that's happiness. Remember, if you realize that it will last forever. At some time you're happy, it's fine. But remember, it won't last. Then you will be able to let go. And you won't continue to suffer to try to maintain it to stay forever. Just like the man. That's the key insight for this I like to point out is suffering doesn't come after happiness. But suffering, it is already hidden inside the attachment to happiness that you have. So therefore, if you have it, don't attach to it. Then you'll be happy. But the more you have attached to it, the more suffering you will gain. So that's here. Before we're gonna start our usual meditation, let's try some practice of not attached to happiness. Step 1, simply, let's try this first before we actually do the meditation. We're not gonna meditate yet. Okay, try this by step 1, just sit comfortably and close your eyes once you are done with comfortable position. Take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out. Begin to notice your own breath. Once you notice your breath, next moving on to step 2, bring your attention to the happiest moment or the happy moment that you may experience in your life, whether it's recently or in the past, doesn't matter. When that thought begin to surface, or when you experience that in your happy moment in your mind, observe, is there a fear of losing it? Is there a desire to have it again, to repeating it? If you do, that means there are some attachment. If you don't, you are good to go. Once you notice it, Step 3. Gently say this in your mind. This too will change. This too shall pass. Understand this? Begin slowly learn to accept that it will last, it will change, and it will go away. Understand this? Step 4. Returning your breath. Let go of your holding on to it. Let it go while you're breathing out. Therefore, find yourself letting go. Be with the present. Don't cling on to happiness. Okay? Alright, everyone. So, this is one of the practice that I like to, go with you in this session. So that's the closing statement before we're gonna continue to our meditation is true peace is not in chasing happiness, but in not being too disturbed when it's changed. So that is how you find yourself inner peace. Alright, everyone. Are you ready for our inner peace time? Actually, it's quite fast, isn't it? Well, I hope you enjoy your time. While we're waiting for everyone, check yourself 3 things before we start our meditation as always. Number 1, check and make sure your mobile phone is in silent. Number 2, check and make sure that do you need to use toilet. You don't want to go to meditate when you finally find inner peace in your meditation, right? So create all that before you start. And number 3, check and make sure whether you are sitting comfortably in your room, silent, peaceful enough for your meditation. If you are set, we shall then begin our meditation. Alright, everyone. If you are set, please like while I am checking out those who leave the comments. Alright, if you are new, don't be shy, leave some comment telling us where you're from. I got some strange comment, I will delete that out. Special needs of high school student, family, urgent need of help. That's not about meditation that we are talking to, so I'm gonna kindly delete this later. Alright, let's see who joining me later. Miss Irene, of course, already greeting you. Lila, alright, good to see you. It's been a while, I haven't seen you. Thanks for joining. And April, thanks for joining us. Alright, Sharon, good afternoon from working. Yes, it's sunny with a quite strange weather we have in my temple. First, it was cold, windy, rainy, sunny, cloudy, sunny again. And now it's good weather, no rain. Well, that's quite strange, isn't it? But either way, that's just life as well too, up and down. So I hope you enjoy your time. Oh, there's some more person. Haley, alright, thanks for joining us from Surrey. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Well, everyone, now that we all set, let us begin our meditation. Hello, April, glad you made it. Are you still sleepy? Alright, well, everyone, if you all set, let us begin our meditation then. Alright, everyone. So first, finding yourself sitting in a most relaxed and comfortable position. Check yourself and see whether there is any discomfort or uncomfortable feeling. And then gently close your eyes, feeling as if you like or about to rest or falling asleep. Relax your body and mind so you can feel comfortable as you begin. Relax from the top of your head down to forehead, eyebrows and eyelids. If you feel that your eyelids are closing too tight, reopen your eyes and close them down softly at this time. Relax the muscles on your face and continue down to the neck and shoulder. Adjusting your back, body, abdomen, and continue down to your legs and knees, all the way to your feet completely. Making sure that your whole body is properly adjusted. Spending these few moments of the time when you feel content, that is the sign that you're ready to move on to adjust the mind. You should feel like yourself, your body is light, empty, or transparent, like you are blended in with the atmosphere in your meditation hall or room. Being content as where you are. Now you're ready to adjust the mind. Begin by take a deep breath. Slowly breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow the mind to continue resting inside at any point that you like while you breathe in. If you feel comfortable, whether it's inside your abdomen, inside your chest, between your forehead, anywhere that you feel just right, stay there while maintain your comfort feeling, both body and mind, as you begin. If you feel your mind is wandering, in this case, lightly imagine the sun shine at the point where you rest the mind. If your thought arise, disturb your inner peace, repeat the mantra in the mind to help you focus and drives away the thought that it may arise. You may use your own mantra or the following mantra that I used learn from my master. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang means the right path away from negativity or absolute purity when the mind comes to a standstill. Continue to adjust, adapt your method that help your mind focus while maintain your comfort feeling throughout the meditation. You can choose to do both. Visualize the sun, repeat the mantra, or just either one, whichever one that suits you best. So let us continue on in silence, finding inner peace together until the appropriate time. May everyone find and attain your inner peace in this meditation session. Hey, and be still as the mind gradually come toward inner peace inside. Joy would arise, fill into the mind, open up toward love and kindness inside. Expand and share this peaceful feeling, the content and joyful feeling toward the people that you love and the whole world, starting from yourself to your family and friends, all the people that you love and connected to you, whether they're still alive or pass away. Sending loving kindness to them all, wishing everyone to be free from all kinds of danger and suffering. May they all be happy, love one another without discrimination. May they all be peaceful, and all the people be kind to each other. May the whole world be peaceful. May all the beings love one another. Spread loving kindness as far and wide to them all. Spending this remaining time, spread our loving kindness inside. Take a deep breath. Slowly breathing it out. Continue to allow the mind resting inside. So today you can be mindful and be with inner peace from now on. Now slowly and gently open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoy your inner peace time with me today in this session. If you just come later, don't worry, you don't miss thing much. You can watch the rerun to enjoy yourself what I just taught earlier, as well as practice meditation along the way. But all in all, allow me to check how we progress so we can continue with announcement while we're waiting for everyone. For those who are new, first time join, you can leave the comment as follow. If you're feeling relaxed, feeling like time went by very fast, feeling like you enjoy it, leave the comment as one. If you experience time went by fast, feeling like your body light or disappear, two. If you experience contentment, fulfilling, as well as brightness inside, leave the comment as three. Anything else that I didn't mention, you may explain, I'll get back to you, or leave the comment as four. Explain and I'll get back to you when I see your comment. While I see everyone else, leave the comment. Allow me to greet those who just listening. Joy. Melanie, thank you for joining us from Alabama. April, same here too. Thanks for joining me, April. As always, interesting comment. Mr. Jack, well, thanks for joining us. Well, you don't late, don't worry. I think it's about right time. Well, I'm late too because of my event at my temple, but don't worry. You still can enjoy meditating with me and everyone else. And before we parting today, I forgot to make this announcement earlier. So I just gonna do it now that next week, Inner Peace Sunday is cancelled because we have one day meditation retreat about an hour away from here, and thus I'm gonna be the teaching monk throughout the retreat from morning until evening. So that I don't have time to do the broadcast, but I will continue later after next a week after. So therefore next week, if you are looking for inner peace to meditate with, unfortunately we have to cancel due to my busy schedule. Therefore just let you know that next week I won't be doing the live broadcast. Okay, but all in all, I hope you enjoy your time with me. While we are waiting, there are some comments already leaving. Let's see who. Let me read. 2 and 3, 2 and some 3. Love and kindness to you all. Thank you. When you practice meditation, if you can, our master also suggesting that you can practice of spreading loving kindness. It can start from your thought, and then if your mind are still completely still, you can start with your feeling. If you cannot start with feeling, start with your thought first. At this time, a lot of people around the world, as well as yourself, we all need inner peace more than ever because the world as it is are not peaceful as it should be. Thus, we need inner peace more than ever. And if we can spare by spread loving kindness as well. Even though it may not have, one may not thought that it affect much, but it does. Bit by bit, one we never know. Have you ever heard this term, picking flower affect the moon? It means that with one little thing, bit by bit, it can affect the whole thing to the greater thing. Same thing, you can imagine yourself when you are angry or feeling moody. People around you, sometimes they are silent. Sometimes they're avoiding us. Why? It's because they can experience negativity from us. Thus, it is showing that even though it's just us alone, it can affect those around us. But imagine if the whole world finding peace. It could create such a great effect to the weather and everything around us too. Thus, do not think of it lightly. Our mind, according to the Buddha, mind is a forerunner. What we think, we become. So if we think peace, peace too shall happen. But it has started with everyone, not just oneself. So at this time, peace is ever need more than ever. So if you ever find a chance to practice meditation at some point in time before you end your meditation, don't forget to spread loving kindness, wish for world peace, or at least peace for yourself and everyone. Okay, everyone. Thanks, April, Martin, too. All right. It seems like you all having a good inner peace time this afternoon. Depend on where do you live, or morning or evening. But all in all, practicing never hurt. The only thing that you're gonna lose is your time. But what you gain is much more than your time that you lose. So I hope you enjoy your practice and continue to supporting me. Come to meditate with everyone else again next time when we have live broadcast in a Peace Sunday. And just want to remind you that next week in a Peace Sunday is cancelled due to my one-day retreat. But we will resume right after next week, a week after next week. Okay. All right, everyone. Hope you have a good inner peace time and stay peace, stay mindful, so you can be with inner peace all day and all night. Have a good night and good day, everyone. Oh, before we some more comment. Thanks so much, Joy. Afterward, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Haley. All right, thank you for joining and leave the comment. Okay, ending broadcast now. See you again next Inner Peace Sunday. Remember, next week cancel. A week after, we will see each other again. Good night, good day. Depend on where you live.